Alright, so we're moving on to step number 7 here, the final checklist. So we're going to review the checklist before moving forward. Okay, so number 1 is, do you have all your parts, including multiple parts? If you have 2 sides or 2 back panels or 2 bottom panels or 3 of something, make sure you have all of those in your layout. Alright. If you don't have all of them in your layout, then copy and paste them in and position them. If you can't fit everything in your layout, you either need to make your design smaller or you need to organize things better. 2, are all of the parts inside the blue rectangle? That kind of goes back to my point before. If things aren't fitting, you need to smush them together a little bit more. So for instance, if I needed to make this smaller, I could simply highlight, like say these parts, hit the M button for move, and slide them over closer to the rest of my pieces. As long as they're not touching, they're fine. They can't touch one another. They have to be separate, but you can move them closer. We can get this piece in some place probably completely different to make more space. Alright, so like that. Not touching, in the blue bounding box, good to go. I have all that space over there to be able to add more parts. Okay. Next thing, are all of your parts outlined in white? Notice how everything here is white. If something is not white, like yellow for instance, or blue like we have here, that is not going to print right. If all of your parts are not white, you need to have Mr. Ashline or Miss Roman come over and help you fix the colors. Every single one of your parts should be white. The outline of this box should be blue. And the outline of the bigger box should be yellow, but all of your parts should be white. And finally, have you named your template last name template? So for instance, at the top here, mine says Ashline template. Yours should say your last name template. If it's not, we're going to go to the A and go save as. And you're going to rename this thing properly. Your last name template and then save. Once you've done all of those checklist items, you're ready to start moving on to the printing process. You're going to need probably 10 minutes to do this. So if you have enough time in this period, you should continue with that. But if it's getting close to the end, you should finalize some of this and maybe get started working on your drawings or working on your design brief, and then get started printing your parts at the beginning of the next period.